We used to write all our lyrics together, either my mum's or his mum's or whatnot, and I writ that line. So when I writ the Harvey Done, he kind of looked at me and he was like, oh, yeah, sounds good. And then when I went back 2 weeks later to hear the track recorded, when Mega Man called me, he put Romeo Done at the end of it, so I had to do Hype It Up, Whoa. Don't sound as good, does it? Hype It Up, Whoa. Who does that in South London?
I mean, I actually have got a personal problem with Harvey.
You've got a personal problem with Harvey? Go on, tell me about it.
Me and Harvey used to play football against each other.
Right.
He completely humiliated me.
Go on, tell us about it.
Well, he nutmegged me about 4 times.
Yeah.
Is this true?
Yeah. And then one time he went past me, I fell on my arse, I slipped over trying to tackle him, and then he sort of just started showboating to the crowd, and everyone started laughing at me.
It's a surprise that someone of your size would be outmanoeuvred like that. Bearing in mind, probably got the turning circle of an ocean liner.
Oh, my God.
I mean, I can imagine you're really good at football.
I tell you what, you can't tell where I'm going to kick the ball at, mate. I'll tell you that for nothing. Great penalty taker. Anyway, Romeo, listen, that's pretty serious, because Romeo Done, as Tom said, it became part of the slang, and you nicked it.
It's been a slogan. I think all I can say is wow. Like, wow for the fact that you brought me here today. I think wow for the fact that that sounded so believable. Let's get this right. Harvey was not in the studio when I wrote the verse. None of this is true. And I don't think he understands the hindrance that this has had on my career. Like, I'm stuck with the name Romeo Done. My mum gets called Mrs. Done.
So hold on. Are you telling me there are people out there that think that you signed off your verse with your full name? It's like 2 multiplied by 10 plus 1, Kevin Smith.
It was actually me just saying I'm actually finishing a verse. But the truth of the matter is, do you really want to be done?
I want to be done. Sorry, I'm sorry, I know.
I thought this was a PG show.
I'm so sorry.
So, Romeo, you are saying that this is a complete fabrication?
Yeah. I was in Iceland last night.
The supermarket?
And, I was in the Blue Lagoon. I had my mobile phone, just taking selfies underwater as you do, and the phone rang and said, you've been summoned to court. So I've flown straight from Iceland all the way here today to hear this from this guy.
So he's in Iceland. Where were you yesterday?
Exactly. I was in Butlins. It don't add up.
You are the only thing cooler than Iceland.
I wish I
thought
was.
you were cool.
Thank you. No, he's the coolest, man. He's so solid. He is the coolest. Listen to his voice.
I know.
Even I fancy him.
Yeah.
It is an amazing voice. I mean, since you started speaking, 7 women in here are pregnant.
The voice is phenomenal.
It's insane.
I'm done.
Sandy and Sandra from Gogglebox. Jess, you're a big...
Starstruck.
Are you?
Yeah, big time. I can't believe I'm here on television watching you make a television show where normally we're watching you watching television on television.
Sandra, we've met before, haven't we?
We have. Really?
Yes.
I found out you was in my town, so I thought I'd pop and come and see you.
Wait, by your town, you mean...
In Birmingham now.
Birmingham. I had no idea it had been declared your town. So basically, I was doing a book signing.
Yeah.
First of all, she posted up on Facebook, I'm going to this. Wow. Everyone's more than welcome, as if she's written the fucking book. And then she rocks up. She comes straight to the front of the queue. Look at the book. Michelle Obama. That was the book she had. She hadn't even bought my book.
No. I said, I'm not going to buy a book from you. I just come for a selfie.
Well, Sandra, it was an absolute delight to see you the other day trying to hijack my book signing. OK. I wonder who I'm going to rule in favour of today. Anyway, Sandy, you have brought Sandra to the courtroom.
Yes, Judge.
Could you explain for me and the benefit of the court why you've brought Sandra here today?
Basically, I am really sick and tired of cooking for her now every single day. Now, we're going, look, we've known each other over 40-odd years and she still ain't cooked. But sometimes give me a break. Let me put my feet up once and relax and not slave over the stove.
I would like to throw my hat in the ring if you'd like to go around someone's house that's going to cook for you it would be an honour.
Well, I mean,
for you
I
to come
don't
round to
mind.
mine.
I love
No,
to
come
cook.
to
Oh,
mine.
thank you.
You come to mine, I'll cook
Yeah,
for
that
you.
was so sinister.
Sorry, Jess, would you say that was sinister? Oh, would you like to come round to my house for dinner?
No, you didn't say it like that. You're like, I just want to put myself forward and, if, I'm just sort of, if you want to come. That's how I saw it,
Oh,
mate.
sorry, I'm not as sexy and as sensual as you. How would you have done it?
Other one, you want to come round for dinner and Tim?
Yeah, that's not
Sandy.
creepy.
Sandy.
But I've tried to teach her. I've even tried to teach her, but she says she's too tired and she can't be asked.
OK, so Sandra's always coming round to your house?
Yeah.
Why?
For food.
So does she turn up specifically for food?
I see on Instagram.
There you...
Sorry, so what happens? So you cook and you put it on Instagram?
No, she sees me put up my emojis with a trolley basket with food in it. So I put up, on my way shopping. That's all she needs to see, babe.
So she's like a little sort of bloodhound. She sniffs out on Instagram, oh, Sandy's got some food in.
Judge?
Yes, Sandra?
I've known Sandy for so long. My 57th birthday,
No way, you 57.
57, in 2 weeks' time. I've asked her from last year to do the buffet and to
Okay.
cook. I'm so used to my belly.
My belly.
The inside of my belly is trained for Sandy's food. You know?
Don't you love pot noodles? Isn't that
I
your
do.
thing?
So in my house now, in my cupboard, you like normal cups. I've got about 20 pot noodle cups.
You've kept the empty cup?
Yeah, I kept the containers. Yeah, there's a cup in it.
Do you make a cup of tea in it?
Yeah, tea. Put me lager in it if it needs to be.
Oh, my
You
God.
drink lager out of a pot noodle?
Yeah.
I'm going to throw it out there. You are literally my perfect woman.
Sandra, I'll be honest, it's one of the bleakest things I've ever heard.
That's true. That is true.
Romesh, Drew and I are a performance...
Judge Romesh, sorry.
Sorry.
OK.
Sorry,
I wonder
Judge...
who I'll be ruling in favour of. Anyway, carry on.
Hear him out. He's a good guy.
Sorry, yeah, go on.
Judge Romesh.
Yes.
Drew and I are a performance duo, and until recently, Drew's considered going solo, running off to the circus to become a clown.
Is that a metaphor?
No.
So he's literally going to run off to the circus to become a clown?
Yes.
OK.
As a result, we've got performances booked, so I'm going to be out of pocket.
So you're suing your son for loss of earnings?
Yes.
And what is the act?
So our act is we're a dance duo.
OK, seriously.
Hey, guys, I've spent a bit of time with Terry here. He's a really decent human being.
Sorry, you're a dance
and
duo?
amazing father.
Yes, Judge Romesh, we are a dance duo.
Piss
Terry.
off. What kind of dancing is it?
It's b-boying and body popping.
Fuck off. You two b-boy and body pop together?
Indeed.
That's the double act?
Yes.
What are you called? Do you have a name?
Dad, son, thing.
Dad's
son thing.
That, as in, that's something I'd like to see.
Yes.
Oh,
I like
Terry, don't do that. Do not do that. If you want to... Please. You're losing audience members. Don't do that. Just be yourself. Please? Because I really like you and I just...
I thought you were coming in for a high five.
So you do b-boying and dancing together, and what was your next performance that you had booked?
Shall I name the festivals?
Sure, go for it.
Oh, OK, so...
I'm sure we'd all like to know which festivals were desperate enough to book you two.
Edinburgh Fringe is the pinnacle of...
Well, I mean, Edinburgh Fringe, you can do a show where you take a shit on stage every night. Probably get nominated for an award.
It's funny you mention that, because that's where we actually first met you. At the Edinburgh... At the Edinburgh Fringe, I believe it was 2011. We came and saw one of your shows. I think it was the Big Food Quiz.
Food Quiz.
Just off the Royal Mile. It was awesome.
It was very good. We left some money in the hat.
Oh, my God, you were at that show?
Yeah, it was brilliant. It's brilliant.
Oh, my God, mate.
We saw you the next day and you flyered us to say, hey, come to my show. We were like, yeah, we were there yesterday, but...
OK, sorry I didn't recognise you from the audience. Sorry, how rude of me.
Well, there wasn't many of us in the room, so we thought you might remember.
Guys. This is one of the most respected judges and comedians in the business.
It was 2010.
I love it when people roast him, but also hate it because he is someone I respect and value. So
if you respect him so much, why did you do that when you said comedian?
it's just I've seen people do that around this place when they talk about.
You don't know what it
They go,
means.
He's a good judge and a good comedian. I just fell into that trap. I thought that's what.
It's air quotes. It's what.
OK, guys, can we...
It's not when his wife says he's a good lover.
welcome to our court. You are the claimant, David.
Yes.
And you are the defendant, Colin.
Sir.
OK, David, could you explain to us why you've brought Colin to court today?
I've brought Colin to court today because I had the TV delivered. Colin intercepted the TV, so I'm here to either claim compensation or the TV back.
Were you playing American football with the television? How did he intercept it?
Basically, I was out and it was getting delivered, so
You were out and it's getting delivered?
Yes, so Colin had signed for it.
Is that HD?
Yeah.
Colour?
Colour? Colour?
Well, the thing is,
A
a lot of
49-inch black and white television. OK, so, David, I want to get into a little bit of detail here. Have you allocated Colin as your sort of, if you're not in, this is where it needs to go?
Yes, pretty much.
Person. Yeah. And what's your relationship with Colin at this stage?
Well, we were friends.
You were friends at this stage? So that... guys, this isn't Jerry Springer, all right? Just knock it on the head a little bit, all right? OK, right, so how far away does Colin live from you?
Just literally next door.
Next door. So you're next-door neighbours.
And friends. That's sweet. I don't get on with my neighbours. So it's nice when you hear such a sweet story.
It is if you've only ever heard 3 stories in your life, yes.
I like where it's going.
Yeah, they're neighbours and they're friends. It's magical. They should do it. I wonder who'll play them in the movie. OK, so the TV gets delivered to Colin. You go to Colin's house when you get back. You knock on the door. Talk me through how the conversation
Well,
went.
I've knocked on the door asking him, was my TV delivered here? He told me no. Basically, I phoned up to see where it was delivered, and they said to Colin's address, and they give me the description of Colin.
Right. How did they describe him?
Well, they did describe Colin as himself in a Del Boy dressing gown.
In a Del Boy dressing gown?
which he wears on a daily basis.
Which he wears on a daily basis, right. So you then hear that the TV's been delivered to Colin.
Yes.
So Colin's lied to you.
Yes.
And he's got your television.
Yes.
What did you do then?
I knocked the door again.
Right.
He told me that you haven't had it. Again,
Right.
I phoned him in front of him. And then all of a sudden, because he's heard their words, he's confessed to it, but he still wouldn't give the TV back.
He still wouldn't give the TV back. OK.
In Croydon, we say what he's done is he's mugged you off.
Amen to that.
OK, Colin. Yeah. That's a pretty damning accusation by David there.
It is.
Explain to me what your defence is.
My defence is this, Your Honour, because I don't think he should be stood there. I think I should be, to be honest with you.
Go on, Cole. Go on.
Because I've been waiting for this for ages, right? Because, right, I'll tell you something. Every night of the week, he is up. Party after party after party. Some of us do 9 till 5, good graft.
Right.
Right? And we got to come home. Yeah, thank you.
You're tired, man.
Excuse me. First of all, you think that them being neighbours and friends is a magical story, and then you've applauded someone having a job. What is going on with you?
I just think it's a hell of a guy, man.
OK, great. Well done. OK, carry on, Colin.
No, I tell you what, picture the scenery, right? You're laying in bed, you've just come in from the field.
Hold on a sec. Tom, get ready, because I think this is going to be a cracker of a story.
So you're laying in bed, right? You're laying there now, right? You're just going, you're drifting, right?
Oh,
and then it happens. You'd think a warship was docking, right? Oh, and then it starts. You're really good at that. Right? I know, it gets better. Just don't stop there, right? Then it happens. After 18 visits to the front door, I'm getting mugged off. I can hear them laughing at me. Why do you think the telly come to my door? I didn't know this. He put a sign on his door, clearly stating, deliver next door. So that whilst he gets his kip, he takes the mick.
So how do you respond to that?
Well, I work 5 days a week, so this can't be every day.
It's a weird noise.
That was the end of the song.
Oh, right. Carry on, David.
I work 5 days a week, so right. on the weekends, you know, I do have a little bit of a laugh or whatever.
Right.
I do go into the pub. So sometimes I do come home, but it's not all the time now.
And what do you want in order to give it back to him?
Well, just curb it, innit? Curb it, mate. I think the telly is a smidgen in compensation, to be honest with you. He's lucky I don't go in and rip the other one off the wall, as far as I'm concerned.
Wow, OK, very passionate.